Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai and today I'm gonna be reacting to Chainsaw Man chapter 135. Before we get started though, I'm just gonna, how I usually discuss the previous chapter. So first let's talk about, the great paneling that Fujimoto uses when Denji is processing everything that happened with Yoshida. And just like balancing out the two choices that he was given while he's listening to people in the background talk about Chainsaw Man and the prophecy and all that. Then we get to Nayuta and him, and just Nayuta is talking to him about what you heard in school about oh no, she's talking about the Chainsaw Man church, and basically saying that they're saying there's a bunch of brainwashed dangerous kids. And while she seems pretty entertained about the whole thing, Denji just looks quite tired and just very torn, because he's right about this is right before he says, I'm not gonna turn into Chainsaw Man again. And Nayuta looks really confused. And that's when he tells her, well, if I do that, then you're gonna die, and I just can't have that. I made my decision. You were more important to me. And this is also really the way that he phrases this. When he told me I can't be Chainsaw Man, it felt like I died inside. But then I thought about it, and I'm pretty content with the life I have now. Yeah, so giving up on the Chainsaw Man identity, that just, yeah, that really hurts Denji. Because it's basically what he's basically been just basing his whole person around, in the way that that's how he's been getting affection from people. And he doesn't count Nayuta because she's basically, she's family. And she basically is just, she's just there basically as someone that she has been taken care of by him. So it's not the same as, just being loved by the public, because as the experience with Makima taught him, people don't really care about Denji. So I guess I'm just gonna be Chainsaw Man then, and that will get people to look at me. But now he doesn't even have that, so he's just banking on the other thing that he has, which is Nayuta. Though I do find it, I mean, it's completely understandable that is basically killing him inside. But at the end of the day, he chose Nayuta regardless. And then he has her basically saying, do you really think that? Do you really think nothing beats a normal life? And just, she's spent basically a whole year with him by now, so she knows him pretty well and knows that this isn't something that Denji is gonna be content. That this is something that he's not gonna be content with. But then he just makes a face and kinda like, he just goes, but I do, right? Obviously not sure. And then in the bathroom just consults with himself, even though he addresses Pochita. For us, this is like heaven, right? But like, despite that, it's like now I'm dreaming of an even higher heaven. Like, even like since we met Denji, he's always had an ambition of always aiming for higher things, even if he's not able to reach them. But now he's like, yeah, I kind of have to stop doing that. We can't be happy with what we got, right, Pochita? We don't need to keep fighting. But then the way that he looks when he says that, yeah, he really doesn't believe that. And then we see Meowie. And he just stares at the TV while Nayuta sleeps. And then he's just mindlessly droning as the TV goes on, and he keeps changing the channel until we get to Haruka. Haruka debating someone about Chainsaw Man and what the Devil Hunter Club stands by. But I think, well, I don't think we're gonna be able to know really if he actually believes in what he's saying right now. I would say 50-50. Like, it's hard to say. But then, you know, here it comes to this, where this guy says, we hear the Chainsaw Man's teachings Scrap Bandit about, but it's not as though he gave you them directly, right? And we see just a full, just a very closed, small panel of Haruka with the hat covering his eyes and his mouth. I mean, we do see his mouth and his nose. And it seems like he's not happy about what he's gonna say next. He has. If you prefer, I can let you hear Chainsaw Man speak for himself now. And of course, the guy that he's talking to, as well as Denji more so, just completely overpowering the other guy, just go, what? And then looks at the phone. At first, I thought it was because he wanted to call the channel, the TV channel there, to be like, oh, I'm Chainsaw Man, who do you guys have? But it might have been a thing of like, actually, like, he was waiting a call too. They were saying, oh, we got Chainsaw Man. And then he was gonna get a call, and then they were gonna talk to him. That actually seems more likely. And then, yeah, in the TV, they're like, we can talk to Chainsaw Man? Well, no one mentioned that in the meeting. Nobody told me either. Let's call them together. Here we go. Chainsaw Man. And yeah, I already talked about this page before last week. No, I mean 2 weeks ago. And it was pretty good. Now this, the guy that is like, greetings, I'm Chainsaw Man. At first I was so convinced that was Seigi from the Devil Hunter Club, but I completely forgot that Seigi has the eye patch from where he lost the eye during the Yuka fight. So this is completely someone else. So I have no idea who this is. It might just be, you know, just a random spokesperson. It doesn't even matter. It might even be the case that this is not actually Fake Saw, but it's just someone else posing as them. So Fake Saw's identity doesn't actually get revealed. And it is, I do wonder why we have 2 other Devil Hunter Club members just standing around next to the middle guy. And then, you know, he starts spouting some complete lies. I mean, the only thing that he got right is that, you know, Chainsaw Man is halfway between a human and a devil. But this, I feel like this is gonna be actually true in regards to Fake Saw, in that Fake Saw got turned into Chainsaw Man because of the Justice Devil. I don't know how that could work, but it's a possibility that is true. And then the reason I fight to create a world without devils and a devilless world. And then it goes on with whatever it is that, you know, he has in the speech. But then he just goes, no, that's completely wrong. I I've never thought about that stuff. I don't fight for that reason, for any reason. After all, the moment that he became Chainsaw Man, he was forced to fight for public safety. He never had a chance to even be like, oh yeah, I'll fight for this. Like, he had his own reasons to fight, but it wasn't like he was actually allowed to go away from the orders from Makima. So yeah, now finally he'd gotten free will and he was able to do and help people however he wanted and use his powers however he wanted. And now this guy comes in completely undermining Denji's struggles and just traumas, really. Just his complete lack of control about his body and his decisions. And this still makes me sad. I died a gazillion times, and next thing I knew, people were calling me Chainsaw Man on their own. Yeah. Your guy isn't Chainsaw Man. And he starts crying. And does, yeah. I'm more Chainsaw Man than him. And then Nayu just starts trying to, like, pat him in the back. But now that we went through that chapter again, being reminded how brilliant it was, definitely up there. Like, I know I've been saying this lately, but I think this is a top 5 chapter from part 2. But now let's get into next chapter, shall we? I haven't seen anything about this chapter at all. I haven't even used Twitter in the past few days, so let's get into it. Chapter 135, Sentimental Drive. On the television program late last night, Chainsaw Man revealed his human form. Although he hid his face with the hat, his handsome looks are causing a stir. Supposedly, phone calls to the Chainsaw Man Church from prospective members are currently surging. Additionally, because the self-claimed Chainsaw Man did not transform in the program, I had that question. Some are calling his claims into question. Yeah. I was wondering what Asa would think of this. There's no way this stand-up guy is Chainsaw Man. Yeah, she's met the actual Chainsaw Man. He doesn't talk like this. Chainsaw Man is stupid and crude and simple-minded, but he saved my life multiple times. I hope she's gonna vouch for my boy. Is Chainsaw Man truly your prince in shining armor? Ooh, Yoru? It's been a while. Since the start of the Falling Devil arc. Yes. Perhaps he saved your life, but he's my mortal enemy, and I plan to kill him. How could you fall in love with Chainsaw Man of all people? I have not! Yeah, she was just thinking about, this guy isn't him. And even though he can be quite flawed, he has helped me out in the past. And Yoda just completely took that as, oh, you're in love with him. Oh, but, we have that as a blushing in that panel. Maybe there is a possibility there. It's not like I like him, it's just he saved me again and again. You fall for men so easily, Asa. I mean, yeah, Yoru is actually right in that assessment. But I think it makes sense with Asa's troubles in past. Yoru, are you in a good mood or something? Normally you fly into a rage when I say so much as one could worry about Chainsaw Man. Haha. War draws nigh. Oh? How do you know that? Falling Devil's mere presence temporarily reversed gravity in places all over the world. All nations suffered damage and simultaneously became poorer. When humans want money, they always go to war. And once they do, they will always remember and fear me. I think you're jumping the gun there. If you get your strength back, won't you not need to kill Chainsaw Man anymore? Oh? Of course I will. I'll use my renewed strength to kill him. Okay, it's time you got your head out of the clouds. Forget he ever saved you. Yeah, that's not something Asa can just do. Like, my boy literally saved her from giving up on life. That's not something you forget easily. Oh, I really like this panel. Yep, she's remembering everything that he did for her the past arc. What? No flashbacks, I told you to forget it. What is this fourth brick wall? How can I help it? The memories well up on their own. Then don't think fool. Sentimental Drive. What is this? Written by Asamitaka. The day we went on our first motorcycle ride, I felt your body heat for the very first time. Your head was a chainsaw, yet I couldn't deny that your warmth was human, that of someone alive. In retrospect, every time you save my life, my body's cold as can be, as frozen as ice. Although I'm doomed to always end up all alone, you always came to my rescue. That much I know. What is this? What is this? What is she doing? Don't recite some embarrassing poem. I cannot, bro. Asa can be so hilarious sometimes. It's a poetry reading. Oh, whoa. You're eating that plane? Yeah, of course, out of nowhere. I shouldn't be surprised that this always happens. Yeah. When did you get here? Or there? You're surprised, even though it's happened before? Can I eat this? I love both of them. Are like, the door was locked. How did you get in? Can I eat this? What's our deal? Fami, what do you want? Yeah, so they don't have no recollection of, Fami having been the one responsible for bringing falling into the world of humans. Can I eat this? And yet they're all not overly, they're super cautious of her. I mean, it makes sense. Even before that, the whole I'm gonna trap you in an aquarium thing happened. I'm here to grant both your wishes. Our wishes? How can you do that? They contradict each other. Yeah, can I look in your fridge? Leave at once or I'll kill you. Asa wants to help Chainsaw Man. Yoda wants to kill him. It's possible to choose both. Wait, oh my god, Femi is switchy. It's such a two-face, bro. She's the one behind the little organization that it's supporting fake chainsaw. And yet here she is proposing this shit. Okay, so Yoda went away for a minute. How? At the moment, Chainsaw Man has given up on fighting devils to lead an ordinary human life. How do you know that? Huh? The problem is that Chainsaw Man's own heart prevents him from being an ordinary human. Even weakling devils can become powerful by eating strong devils, those who are feared. It's why devils are constantly after him, trapping him in a cycle of violence. Oh, really? I mean, that could definitely be true, but most of the things about part 1, just everyone going after Denji's chainsaw heart, that was because Makima was behind it. Many of the Chainsaw Man Church's followers were saved by Chainsaw Man. We want to save him this time. We're hunting down all the devils in town so that he won't have to fight. If everyone forgets about Chainsaw Man, he'll grow weak as a devil and then he can live an ordinary life. I want you to join the Chainsaw Man Church and fight with us, Sasa? I mean, I'm all for this development. Hell yeah. Why? Someone who's been saved should want to return the favor. Save Chainsaw Man? You must be joking. Even if Asa agrees, I refuse. Is it the red chainsaw man you want to fight, Yoru? Wait, red? Wait, they have different colors now? Isn't it this black chainsaw man? Oh! Oh, wait, is this Pochita's original form, maybe? Oh, so Pochita's original form doesn't have red. Black Chainsaw Man and Red Chainsaw Man are not the same person. I'm not surprised you didn't realize, since we sisters have no interest in faces, human or devil. I totally forgot. I thought that was just a Makima thing, but I guess no. Most devils just don't care about human faces, and just it's by their scent. If you want to fight Black Chainsaw Man, you'll need to turn Red Chainsaw Man back into an ordinary human. Oh, so the plan now is to turn Denji, is to take away the Chainsaw Man form away from Denji completely. The Chainsaw Man that Asa wants to save and the Chainsaw Man that Yoro wants to kill are different beings. That's technically true, yeah. They could basically, what Fami is saying is to take Denji's hybrid status away. Join the Chainsaw Man Church and you can help each other. But why should we trust you? That's a damn good ass question, because Fami, it's super, super sus. You were secretly manipulating things that time with Yuko and at the aquarium. Yeah, I totally forgot. Well, to be fair, we didn't know to what extent she was involved with the Yuko stuff. She was only just introduced there, and she was like, I'll do everything to help my sister. So, and this Chainsaw Man church is totally fishy. Also, could you not leave my fridge open? Wait until they find out who was behind the falling devil attack. And for that matter, that Chainsaw Man on TV was totally phony too. Correct? He's a fake. A devil to protect Chainsaw Man from devils. You don't have to trust me. I'm asking you to trust the church's followers. They're honestly trying to save Chainsaw Man. Press X to doubt. Asa looks back at the TV. Looks pretty unsure. Okay, so we're not gonna see what Asa's answer is to this proposal. But that's fine. In other news, today in the early hours of the morning, a member of the Chainsaw Man Church defeated the Carpenter Bee Devil that had infested an apartment building here in Tokyo. This female high school student is making headlines for defeating over 10 devils this month alone, despite not being a devil hunter. Maybe they're talking about Asa and we had a small time skip. She's a volunteer, right? It's admirable. Isn't she paid with the believer's money? How to put it? Quit playing devil hunter. That Chainsaw Man Church member, you know. Asa Mitaka, yep. I heard it wasn't Chainsaw Man who defeated the Eternity Devil at the aquarium. It was actually Asa. Yep, okay. They're actually getting their facts straight. Someone said they saw her fight a devil at school too. Yep, that with Yuko. There's even a report that Asa Mitaka was in the apartment that Cockroach Devil destroyed. Yes, that's also true. This is really cool page though. Look at her looking all cool. Very rare for her. Maybe all of Chainsaw Man's skills were actually Mitaka's? Oh no! Even more things that he's absorbed as part of his identity are being stolen. And it's by Asa. Yeah, he looks so disgusted. Asa Mitaka. And that's the end of the chapter. This was quite this chapter. I don't know how this is gonna affect Denji. I mean, I don't think he's gonna have positive takeaway. He's not gonna have a positive takeaway from this, that's for sure. But yeah, Fami. Do I think she's telling the truth? After everything, I do not think she's telling the truth. Especially considering, the whole thing about, oh yeah, I wanted, like, that devil to, like, eat her and then, like starve her. So that way I could manipulate her and control her. Yeah, I do not trust Fami actually trying to work with her sister and her host. But she could also be trying to do the honest method, because the uh, backhanded method did not work. Though I still, I just feel like she's really feeding them a lot of lies. And obviously the whole, well, you're a Saban Chainsaw Man, why not just give back to him? It's obviously just a way to manipulate Asa's feelings of gratefulness and maybe something else into doing what Fami wants her to do. Now, why does Fami want to, take Denji's hybrid nature from him? It's hard to say. Maybe she sees him as a potential threat to her goal, but that makes no sense because Denji would want to stop the Nostradamus prophecy if it comes to that. So I have no idea, bro. Fami really feels like the big antagonist of this whole part. Now, what is her true goal? I have no idea, other than food. By the way, the panel when she just kept asking, can I eat that? And it just kept going. That was funny. I do think it's quite essential to the plot that family has finally told Yoru that Denji is not technically the original Chainsaw Man, that he's not the one, that actually fought the horseman all that time ago. They are indeed different people. So Fami is correct in that, but they're very there's a very important link between them that cannot be severed easily. And while they can separate, as we saw in part 1, without permanent consequences, I think they can just join back into one being again. This could definitely be very troublesome, because for one, they're just doing this to thank Chainsaw Man, but they're not really taking into account his actual feelings, if he would actually really want this. They're just like, oh well, he wants a normal life, so let's actually take away everything that makes him exceptional in regards to devil matters, and he'll be happy. He would, totally thank you. But you don't know that. And by that I mean Yasa, because I'm pretty sure Fami does know that. She knows more than she should, actually. Because how the hell does she know that Denji has just taken recently the decision to not become Chainsaw Man again? You gotta keep that in mind. Now, as if finding out that there's a fake Chainsaw Man out there on the loose, and overwhelming just completely Denji's sense of self. There's also just Asa going around and doing all these things, and then everyone just completely attributing anything that Chainsaw Man has done to her. Oh, that hurts. Basically being like, if that goes to someone else, then it just feels, you know, all my suffering, it feels no, not pointless, but like, you know, like that was my suffering, my struggles. Do not take that away from me. But yeah, that was the chapter. If you have more insights into it, please let me know. But if you enjoy my reaction, then please like and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.